Look how soft this bread is. It's incredibly fluffy, rich, buttery, and so milky. If you've ever wondered how bakeries make breads that stay soft even the next day, today's recipe will show you exactly how. The secret is a simple Japanese technique called Tangzhong, and once you try it, you may never go back to regular bread. Hey foodie, welcome to another mouth-watering episode inside Foodies Mansion. Well, let's get started. First, let's make the Tangzhong. Simply combine the all-purpose baking flour and milk in a saucepan. We'll mix this until it is well combined. Make sure you don't have any lumps hanging around anywhere. You should have a very smooth paste. Once this is well combined, we'll cook it over low heat while stirring it continuously. Please don't stop stirring at any point, else it will start forming lumps. After a few minutes, you'll notice it thickens into a smooth paste. Now this is exactly what we're looking for. You can make yours thicker, but at least it should be thick. We'll transfer this to another bowl and allow it to cool completely. Now let's mix our dry ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, we would sieve all-purpose baking flour. This is just to make sure that there is no dirt. We'll add some sugar, instant dry yeast, some salt, and lastly some milk powder. Make sure your milk is full cream milk. We'll mix all our dry ingredients together until it is perfectly combined. Back to our Tangzhong. We'll add some warm milk. Remember, we can work with cold ingredients when it comes to dry active yeast. So add some warm milk to our Tangzhong, add some heavy cream, vanilla, 1 whole egg, and some condensed milk if you have some at home. We'll mix everything together until our egg is well whisked out. Now, we'll add our dry and wet ingredients together, and then we gently start mixing them until we get a rough dough. So this dough will feel sticky at first, but don't panic. Resist the temptation to keep adding flour. Just stick with me. After about 10 minutes of kneading actively, begin adding the softened butter a little at a time. Continue kneading until the butter is completely incorporated. At this point, my working surface got so slippery and it was really tough for me to knead the butter in, so I had to turn to my mixer to do the job for me. So we'll continue until our dough is silky, smooth, and elastic. Now is the right time for you to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more beautiful content like this. We promise to keep you informed and entertained about food. We'll place the bowl in a greased pan and then we'll cover and allow it to rise until it's doubled in size. Depending on your kitchen temperature, this takes about 1 to 1.5 hours.
One eternity later.
Punch down the dough gently to release the air. And then we'll divide this into equal portions. You can divide into portions of 18 to 22 balls, or you can divide it into 2 big loaves if you're working with loaves. We'll roll each piece tightly into a smooth ball or into 2 loaves depending on what you're working with. So rolling this into a ball or folding it tightly would help you create a better structure and give you a beautifully rounded bread or a properly structured loaf if you're working with a loaf. Place each dough ball or loaf into your prepared baking pans. By prepared baking pan, I mean a baking pan that is greased with melted butter or with cooking oil, and then you start placing them inside. Now you want to make sure you give the dough some space to rise. I was actually wrong here, but then I corrected it in the other pans. Yes, something like this. You should give them some space because they will be left to rise again. You cover it and allow the dough to rise until it is nice and fluffy. Now we'll make an egg wash, because once it's risen, we'll brush the top with an egg wash that's made from 1 whole egg and 1 tablespoon of milk. We'll make this properly, and then after about 45 minutes of our dough rising, we'll check back on it and then we'll start brushing the top of it with our egg wash. This gives the bread that beautiful golden bakery finish you see when you get your bread from a bakery. Now we'll bake this in a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll bake it for 30 to 35 minutes.
A few moments later.
As soon as the bread comes out of the oven, you brush it gently and generously with some melted butter. This keeps the crust beautifully soft and adds even more flavor to your bread. I know you enjoyed this recipe, and for that, please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe for more delicious recipe. I'm so glad I shared this recipe with you. And guys, look at this. The bread is unbelievably soft. It was so yummy, so nice. And let me show you so you can see those beautiful cotton-like strands inside. It's buttery, it's rich, it's light, and it's so fluffy. This is exactly the kind of bread you'll find in a premium bakery. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Foodie. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. I'll see you next time. Bye, Foodie.